To our tech talk for this week, and this week we are taking a look at tech gadgets for fathers. If you haven't bought your dad a gift yet and are looking for some ideas, we may just have a few for you. Tech analyst Tony Trollip joins me now in studio to talk us through some of his idea, what you think are good ideas, for dads at the moment. Tony, very good morning. Good to have you with us.
Need to do something.
Let's start with a mouse pad with a QI wireless charger built in. That you reckon that would be a good present for dads?
Absolutely. Look, I mean, being in tech on a continual basis, I'm always going for proper tech gadgets, but I still understand that there's some practical sides to it.
Yeah.
So what I had a look at was a mouse pad that I use on a continual basis. So this looks like a standard mouse pad, which is fine.
Yeah.
But then what happens is there's a USB slot on the other side, and that plugs into your computer, and then you take your phone and you put it on top, and it charges your phone because it's a wireless charger as well. So it's always a good thing to have on your desk, especially when you got one of the wireless chargers as well.
That's very practical.
Absolutely, yeah. There we go. Snug's got a good one. Absolutely right.
What sort of price are we talking about when you're looking at this?
You know, you could start at about 350 Rand, and the one you're looking at the moment is probably going about 1,500 Rand because it's a gaming mouse pad, and it also has a USB 3 charger port at the top left-hand corner. So there's a couple that are out there. Mm-hmm. The ones that just have the little pod that looks like a coaster on your desk, I find is great, but I think it's a bit impractical because it's a lot of additional clutter on your desk.
That's the thing, because you want to avoid the clutter on your desk, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. And you always want to have it handy. You don't want somebody to go and misplace it or, put it in a different place. So it's always a good idea to have a mouse pad with a built-in QI charger, in my mind.
You're holding a Ninja. It's called the Wallet Ninja. I love the Wallet Ninja.
I think so
show
as well.
us what on earth does that do?
All right, so this is about this. Here you go. It's about the same thickness as a credit card.
Yeah.
And it's got a whole host of little tools in it. So in other words, little screwdrivers. There's little spanner spots in it
as well. Yeah, you can see right there. There's little.
Yeah.
You use
exactly.
Also, you can just plug that. If you want to unscrew something, or that's basically what you're talking about. This is how you do it.
Absolutely. And the other things you always want to do is you get a box that has. You're just unpacking your latest tech gadget.
Yeah.
One of the things I use on the edge here is this box opener. So you just hook it in and slide it across.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So you can open it up. There's a nice bottle opener on the side as well, so you can actually just open up cans.
I use that one a lot.
Absolutely, you're exactly right. So there's a whole lot of small little things that are in here. There's even put in the credit card on the side, and then you can use it as a stand for your phone as well. This is nice to have in the wallet for all those small little things.
And it's called a Wallet Ninja.
Wallet Ninja. And you're looking at about just under 200 Rand for one of these. I mean, there are some cheaper places. I think I've gone through about 5 of these. The first one that I forget is going through airport security. And you take your wallet out.
Yeah.
Joburg actually takes them, or Tambo actually takes them. They don't give them back to you at all. So, some of the airports are strict and some of them aren't. But I found this an extremely useful little gadget and tool.
Yeah, put it in your suitcase then.
And the thing is, and this is for Father's Days, I would never have bought this for myself, never have purchased it for myself. But on Father's Day, the kids and the wife, they think this is a good gadget, and this is something they purchased for me, and it's exactly what a Father's Day gift should be, I think.
Okay, yeah, that's great. It's called the Wallet Ninja. One of the things you said to us, which unfortunately you couldn't bring an example of, was the watch. I love the watch. It's part of the Leatherman wear.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So Leatherman call it a tier or a tear, and it's got a whole lot of links on it as a bracelet. That's how they started out. So each bracelet is a tool of its own. There we go, you can actually see it. And they've now added in a watch connection as well. So there's your watch that you can put in. And each one of those links is actually a tool. So you'll see the one's got different sockets on it. Some have actually got little screwdrivers on the side. So the entire bracelet is a toolkit.
Yeah.
There's about 30 different tools that you can get for it. I mean, it's expensive bit of kit there. I mean, looking at 6,500 Rand for the watch.
But I love that, because that is practical, because you're wearing your watch, and you can also, it's an everyday thing that you can use. So then, you get stuck, you take off your watch, you start unscrewing a thing.
But yes, the interesting
watch.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's pretty cool. It's a good idea.
It's a good watch, and you're sitting around a boardroom table, and all of a sudden you look like a bit of a tool. You know what I mean? All the tools but once again, this is one of those things that I think dads wouldn't buy for themselves, but I think the family would, from a Father's Day gift perspective. So we're trying to keep in that trend as well, around what fathers wouldn't buy for themselves but find handy.
Okay, let's talk. We also saw that pad, and it was a gaming pad as well.
Yes.
A lot of fathers gaming, do you find?
You'd be surprised. Some of the industries that I do consult into, there are some good gaming mouse pads that the guys would use, but they also game at the office as well, which they don't want to do. The amount of times I've been asked to look at a firewall to open up for online gaming is actually quite incredible. So there are some dads that would go into some online gaming and just to unwind.
Yeah.
So you have the Xbox, but the Xbox doesn't go to the office, but the laptop and everything else does. So the gaming activity does take place on that side.
Okay. You bought some more gadgets. Anything else you want to show us?
Sure, absolutely. So one of the things that I normally have an issue with is that you'd have a torch, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, as a father, We always have a torch at home.
You need a torch these days.
Absolutely, yes, because you never know what would happen. Yeah. But I think more important, you buy a torch, you don't want to spend too much, and when you want to use it, the kids have always grabbed it and they've always played with it. I don't know, kids are always one of those that play with torches.
Take out the batteries and
the batteries are always flat, and you can never find the torch. And then I looked at a lot of rechargeable torches, and the trouble with rechargeable torches is you always have to unplug and plug it back in again. And the issue with that is that you sit with the whereby you get there and it hasn't been plugged in, or there's always cables, and the wife is always complaining about the cables. So what happened was we went and purchased a Maglite, which is a rechargeable, but it's got itself a nice clip and a holster for it.
Yeah.
This fits in my car. This one specifically sits on a wall near my front door. I actually unclipped it off. And then what happens is that the torch itself is one of these big rechargeables. And you see there's no plug or anything, and it's actually quite a heavy guy. You can take a feel there.
It's actually very, very heavy.
And it's very robust, so it actually becomes a self-defense. I kid you not.
I suppose you could.
No, it is. Security guards use this guy specifically for a baton, as doubles up as a baton. So the whole idea of this sits next to the front door. Now you always know where it is, and it clips in. Done. And it's charging. And when you want to use it, you just unclip it from the door. Yeah. And you've got it. So when it's on the wall, it's a lot easier. Yeah. And I thought this was a brilliant guy to have. It's always rechargeable, and it's always being charged. It's always on charge, and it's always visible, and it's always available. Yeah. So, I mean, my house personally, I've got two of these, one upstairs, one downstairs. Everybody's got it.
That's amazing.
And it sits on the wall, yes.
Tony, thank you so much. Some fantastic ideas for Father's Day. And, if anybody hasn't gotten a gift yet, go out there and get yourself a gift for your dad.